All right, so now we're starting power of products. Just keep in mind that product means multiplication. Of course, it's being terrible to me. And a power, so a power would be taking items that are being multiplied together and all of that being taken to a power. So for instance, if I have A times B all to the power of M, what we're going to do is A and B have an invisible power right now of 1. So I'm going to distribute and multiply, and I'm going to have A to the M power B to the M power. So I just distribute the exponent. So let's see a couple examples. Simplify the expression. We have n to the 1/2 to the 10th times 4m n to the negative 2/3 times 3. So this first one, this is what we were doing in the last video. I just need to take n to the 1/2 times 10. That's that first part. Okay, and then that is going to be multiplied with this 4m n negative 2/3. Now, the 4 and the m have their own exponents of 1. So I'm going to take this 3 and I'm going to distribute it to every exponent. Of course, didn't like that one. Did it again. There we go. All right, so that's going to become 4 to the 1 times 3 times m to the 1 times 3, and then n to the negative 2/3 times, I'm going to write it as 3 over 1 just so that we can see those fractions. So that's what we do with the exponent when we're doing the power of a product, because this right here is a product. And so now I'm just going to simplify. Half of 10 is 5, so now we have n to the 5th power times 4 to the 3rd power, m to the 3rd power, n to the, it's going to be negative times positive is negative. My 3's divide out, leaving us with just 2. So that's what I've got so far. Now, we're multiplying and we have same base here, so we're actually going to add those. So now I'm going to take 4 cubed, that's 64, and then we keep the m cubed, and then we're going to have n to the 5 plus a negative 2. And so now we have 64 m cubed n to the 3rd power. Now it's for this reason, because the 5 is bigger, that in my opinion there was no, like, you could have put the n in the denominator because that's negative, but we were able to make it positive without having to move it up and down numerator denominator. And then so that's our final answer, 64 m cubed n cubed. All right. Next question. The expression 1/2 mv squared gives the kinetic energy in joules of an object with a mass of m kilograms traveling at a speed of v meters per second. What is the kinetic energy of an experimental unmanned jet with a mass of 1.3 times 10 to the 3rd power traveling at a speed of 1.3 times 10 to the 3rd power? So we know speed. This is velocity, right? This is velocity. This one is mass. So 1/2 times 1.3 times 10 to the 3rd times 3.1 times 10 to the 3rd, but this one is squared. So keep the 1/2, 1/2. Keep the 1.3 times 10 cubed for now. Not doing anything with it yet. I need to take 3.1 and I'm going to square that. So 3.1 times 3.1, or 3.1 squared, which is 9.61, right? Because this would have an exponent of 1, so I square that. And then I'm going to take the 2 times the 3, so we have times 10 to the 6th power. Now from here, we're multiplying, and so our base is 10. So we're going to take 1/2 times 1.3 times 9.61 times 10, and then we're going to add our exponents, 3 plus 6. So 1.3 times 9.61 divided by 2, because it's the same as taking it times 1/2. We end up with 62.47 times 10 to the 9th. Now keep in mind, scientific notation, we are only allowed a single digit in front. So I need to move my decimal back 1, which means I'm going to add 1 to my exponent, because that's one more move I'm going to have to go if I made this in standard form. So this would be 6.247 times 10 to the 10th power. So just kind of keep that in mind. If it is not a single digit in front of the decimal, you just have to move it. And if you move it to the left, you add. And if you move it to the right, you subtract. And I believe, oh, one more. Nope, that's power of a quotient. So that's our next video. Until next time, see you there.